Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe. No way.
I let the beat keep breathing while I spit life to you heathens. You in the wrong place, to be real, reasons. I usually don't spit corny styles like that cause I'm too seasoned. How you sending links trying to get on you stink. MCs don't give a what you think. Rapping if it's beef, I hit a brinks. I put that kind of paper on your head to make a lot of blink. Now think, wouldn't you rather keep it music than to lose it all cause of music? I'm sure that's not how Bambaataa wanted us to use it. Now move it before I lose it. And I'm in it for the long haul. Bars, like lifers in a long haul. Bar, my life rocking mics, I raised the bar. Phased them, dazed them, and blazed them all. Scar,
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it.
Cause you know what we got to do.
Come on with it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Well, I wanted to go out every
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Raptors make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. And Of course, the big news, Eric Bledsoe out with the injury.
And you're right, Kevin. As bad as it's turned out to be, it tells you a little bit about his toughness, that when they took him to the locker room after he got hurt last game, he wanted to come back out and get on the court.
Yeah, and credit the team for putting his long-term health first, because this guy clearly is a gamer, and I'm sure he's looking to get back out there as soon as possible.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Durant. Then there's Perkins. Then it's Moutier. And it's Coleman in at the shooting guard. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
And that one's good.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
So the wing on the left. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded closer. From past the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Toronto. It's a three-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, despite the final score being what it was.
I agree with you. I mean, it was a tough game played in a tough environment on the road, and they were in it right until the bitter end, so that's good stuff.
Seattle shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And he's good on the second. Seattle on defense. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Here's Moutier. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo. To the right side. Fires for three. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Picked by Griffin. Six to shoot. Launches a three. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And he gets it to go.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Top of the key, Griffin. Inside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Picked by Griffin. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
There's a screen. Corner shot. No good from Durant. Raptors trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whoever he's facing. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
The pass to Coleman, the 11-footer, and that one goes long. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pass to Harrison from the baseline. And he hits the jump shot. Harrison's got his second bucket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Moutier passes to Coleman. Puts up the baby hook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Good on the second free throw. Raptors trail by 6. Passes it to Harrison. Oladipo outside. Here's Phelps, and it's denied. Here's Cohen. They get a hand on it. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Griffin grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Feeds it to Oladipo. Six on the shot clock. From outside the arc, that's good. Oladipo's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Clifford. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, I think for a team that has the ability to control a game with its defense, that's where I would expect the focus to be.
And that's exactly right. I mean, if they're going to play to their strengths, they should be pouring a lot of effort into their defense. I think coach is coming into this one with the right mindset.
Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Griffin. Fades back. No good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here's Durant. And Griffin sends it back. Oladipo outside. Picked by Griffin. Now here's Oladipo. He's tightly guarded, expanding his range, and the shot is good. It's all knotted up. For Seattle, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And stolen by Harris. Here's Harrison. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Seattle has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Baseline try. That's good. Raptors have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. This is to Griffin. Oladipo outside. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And Seattle shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Coleman, the pass to Perkins. Durant just inside the line. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. A platoon swap here for Seattle. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Here's Mafune. The 19-footer is on the money. And Seattle leads by 2. The Raptors shooting 40% here in the early stages. The pass to Harrison. The feed now to Harris. Hook shot on the way. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Harris has got the game tied up here for Toronto. Passes it to Watkins. Here's Sanford. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain them.
Seattle grabs the miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Once out of bounds, the Raptors able to retain possession here. .151 left to play in the first quarter. Gay with no one around. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Grant. Can't hit. And Toronto will go the other way with it. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And you know, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand early. This game, to me, is psychological as much as anything. I mean, a win here provides that edge you're looking for.
And airballs the triple. That one was way off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gay left side. Lock at 6 to the inside. And the basket by Harris. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Watkins. Grant outside. And another 3 for Seattle. Raptors trail by 3. Gay outside, shoots. Shot is off.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Seattle ahead, leading by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated. Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Seattle, we've got Durant. Perkins is out there with Cassell. And it's Watkins in at the 4. And the Raptors with the ball. They trail by 3. It's off to Utah for them after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
The dish to Gay. To the left wing. Kicks it to Oladipo. There's a good screen. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Izzo. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Outside Durant. Pass to Cassell. Shoots the 3. Shot is off. Now Toronto takes it the other way. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Feeds to Gay. Lets it go from the wing, and that one's good. Now just a 1-point Seattle lead.
Rudy Gay is one of the few players in this league that can make a shot like that.
They set the pick, and the pass to Cassell. Dishes to Durant. Good on the 3-point shot. Durant's got 7.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season.
There's not a whole lot to complain about with these numbers. I mean, they made a commitment to rebounding last year, and it was obvious. It showed on a consistent basis. They put great effort into rebounding the ball last season.
Griffin's checked in for Toronto. Harrison comes in for Rudy Gay. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Harrison, defended by Durant. The feed to Oladipo. Right side, Griffin. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Here's Cassell. Goes back up. Nice shot by Porzingis. Now it's a 6-point Seattle lead.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Griffin. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Porzingis passes to Moutier. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. That doesn't go either for Durant.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Here's Harrison. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Durant.
He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here's Harrison. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Dallas. They set the pick. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And now a look at Emmanuel Mudiay here. Great showing for him last season. He was around 12 points per game last year. 8 assists and 8 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Well, he's operating at the highest level right now. One of the truly elite talents in the NBA.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Shumpert is checked in for Seattle. He hits the second from the line. And it's Seattle with the ball. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Moutier with the ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. Moutier's got his second basket of the night.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Oladipo. They trail by 7. There's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it. And again, Toronto no luck.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Moutier. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in scoring, 14th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy destined to bring the bacon home for your squad.
Now here's Oladipo. He has 5. Picked off in midair. Here's Porzingis. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Seattle?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Grant, he's checked in for Durant. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here's Harrison. 7 points in the game. Uncovered. No good off the front iron. And here's Seattle. They're on a 9-1 run right now. Here's Moutier, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Raptors trail by 9. Passes it to Griffin. Inside, here's Harrison. Can't hit from in close. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Harris against Shumpert. Pass to Coleman. Shot clock at 6. Here's Moutier. And once again off the mark by Seattle. The Raptors shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Out to the wing. Harrison passes to Harris. Here's Phelps. They get it back. A second chance effort. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Harris. Harris has got 6.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
So it's Toronto now. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
The Raptors making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. Pass to Harrison. There's the double team with Grant. Shot clock at 5. Here's Phelps. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He has 5.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Harrison. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Right wing. Here's Coleman. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Seattle lead.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Out to the right wing. Here's Harrison. The 15-footer. Good. Harrison's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Grant kicks to Shumpert. The pass to Coleman. Takes a 3. The shot is off. And Toronto will go the other way with it. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. To the right side. Here's Phelps. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Seattle leading by 8.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
It's stolen. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Harris dishes to Gay. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 6 points for Gay. 8 seconds left to play in the first half. Just his first attempt. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Seattle leads by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin and Dwayne. A very tight game here. What's the number one thing you need to do in the second half to try to get out ahead and break this thing open?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, they forced their way to some easy buckets, aggressively going to the rack, imposing their will. I mean, taking it inside establishes an attitude and toughness that you can't get any other way.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.